Oh boy, thirsty from his long journey, getting down into the spot. Come on, I'm only giving you a short water break. Huh? Just a little bit more. Ah, Dollar, you've done well to get me here again, matey. I, again, have only been dreaming of this spot. And in saying that, I was dreaming about it and I brought a secret weapon today. I'll show you directly. Hang on, hello, he's a big buff head. I have brought, ta-da, the Jimmy bar. That's going to be, because I saw these big rocks that I knew just needed to be split apart. And I am back here to do so. And we're finished. Happy days. Come on, let's get up on this creek here. Let's get through this stuff, Dollar. Oh boy. So many spots still yet to try. So I have a bit of gold at home that I show people from time to time. And they always ask me, why don't I sell my gold? It's a bit of a two-part answer. As if I sold my gold, well, the stuff that I'm showing them anyway, I really wouldn't have it there to show them, hey? But in truth, I really just love gold. I really do. I have sold gold before when I was down on my luck and I needed some groceries. However, the groceries just appeared and the gold was gone. I really preferred, at the end of the day, just to starve and keep the gold. I think that's just how much I love gold. And I'm really looking forward to one day having my own bit of gold jewelry as well. I don't wear much jewelry. And I remember when I went to the jeweller's, though, the Watch Doctor in Bathurst, to get Sarah's engagement ring after all the secrecy and all the anticipation. And I was finally having a good look at it, and there was a gold seller at the jeweller's. And it didn't take me long to recognise what type of a fella he was. He was smartly dressed, nice suit on, briefcase, and I got a glimpse of the briefcase as he was shutting it, and it was split up into compartments with what looked like gold and opals and all sorts of things. He looked pretty classy dude, but as I was leaving he said, "Hey young fella, let me have a look at that bit of jewelry." And he had a look at it and we had a yarn, and as he put it back in my hands he said, "You don't realise how one of a kind that bit of jewelry is." He said, "That's not steel pressed, that's handmade with hand found materials from your local area." He said that is a really nice piece of jewelry, which I thought was pretty nice coming from a gold seller of all sorts of stuff. So I've got the Jimmy bar today. Yes, a bit of a secret weapon. I'm going to unsaddle Dollar and I'm going to rip open these rocks, because in my sleep all I could think about was bring the Jimmy bar down. Let's get into it, Dollar. Yeah, this reminds me of a story. These rock bars, there's a bit of a gold trap here. There's this story about this lady, about 40 odd years ago, used to live in Golden Gully. Gracie Kim, I think her name was. And this little old lady went down there and chiseled away a natural gold trap in the creek, like a river sluice. And after the space of a couple of years, I'm told she accumulated something silly like, 50, 80 ounces or something like that. and I guess gold was a different number back then in the 80s. But she used that money to buy a heap of cattle, which she used as a down payment to buy a property and eventually live in her own house. So I see it's very interesting. The gold was the first step in the right direction for her. Hey, cool local story, that one. Alrighty, time for the reveal. Let's see if there's still anything there. It's not. Oh, there. Whoop, yes, no, maybe. It's a yes. Ooh, yeah. Happy days. Yes, there's still a little bit there. So I am just going to hook in and see you guys soon. Ah. Woo! Yay! Get him out. I asked the professor once what was his best ever gold find, seeing as though I'm chasing down gold stories, and took him a bit to think, and then he casually replied, "Oh, probably the time I found a bit over 100 ounces was a good time." I said, "Hang on, put the brakes on here, you found over 100 ounces? What's the story there?" And he said he was working for a mining company and there were two shafts from the old timers in the 1800s. And there were two shafts, and one of them the old diggers had designated as a toilet. They'd obviously gotten the gold out and they made that a toilet. And it was their job in these modern times now to go into the old shaft where they were working, but it was full of water. And he said it was their job to pump the water out, and it got boring because after like 4 hours of pumping the water out of the shaft, they would have to winch themselves down because the suction hose would obviously start dangling where there was no water. So after 4 hours, they'd have to winch down, lower the platform to where there was water, put more fuel in the pump, and restart the process. And well, the professor's not really good at sitting on his hands and doing nothing, because he said they were just in the work site office just on repeat doing this. And he decided to go home and get a sluice box and attach it to the water that was being pumped out from the shaft. And he said he started to go through the tailings of the old toilet that was there from the diggers in the 1800s. There he got a bit of gold. And the mine managers came down after a couple of days to check the progress. And they walked over and he said, "Oh, our work's going good." And he said, "I did have a bit of gold here though." And they said, "You've got gold? Where'd you get gold from?" And he explained. But then he showed them the gold and they were quite impressed. So they scrapped the idea what they were doing at the time. They cleaned out through all the tailings from the old toilet. Then they took out everything from the old toilet, reworked that. And he said by the time it was done, they got over 100 ounces. He said it was 100 and something. He couldn't remember. It makes me wonder just how much gold could still be in some of those old mines, hey? From the old timers back then. Ah, what an age. What a time. Sort of feeling like that today with the amount of gold I'm getting. It's just so cool to be washing up this type of colour. It's not every pan, but when I'm getting the good pans, they're just phenomenally great. Like, again, this one. Wow. Have a look. Tell you what, I am going to be here all day. I've already been here for hours, and there are so many hours yet to go. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. The gold here is just absolutely crazy. I have completely cleaned out this gold trap and this gold trap, and the gold has just been crazy good through there. Little bit of colour out of there. There's one little drop off there before it plateaus out, and I am keen as to have a look in there. And I tell you what though, there's another spot here I haven't dug yet, which I am keen to have a look in. But here's the thing, right? I jammed the camera down in this rock to take a shot earlier, and lo and behold, when I picked the camera up, I mean, look at that. And I was like, hang on. That is going down the creek. You can even see the waters push the grass down there. And that is just looking really good. Hopefully I can crack that open and keep up this consistency. I'm gonna have a break though. sometimes you don't always use the spoon bit, the ladle bit. Sometimes you use the back end to be a bit of a scratcher. Use a stick or whatever you can. So I just got a wedged shaped rock and jammed it in there, and it got a bit more of a crack happening now. So I've got a selection of other rocks, and I'm going to keep on wedging him open with a bit of luck and get that material out, see what happens. Boy. Yes! Yes! You beauty! Somewhere by the looks of it. I really want him out. This rock is really putting up one hell of a battle on me. but out of the material I've scraped up from just the sides, some good colour there. Really, truly there is. So I'm going to get back in, but I am getting worn out, so I might have to admit defeat here soon, which is really going to kill me because I really want to get that rock out of my way and see what is underneath there in that little groove that it's been sitting on. Oh, gold. Oh, pray for me, Joshy, because this has been a real pain. Hello. Oh, hey! Yes! See you later! Woohoo! Yes! Let me show you these legendary wedges out of the way. Woo! Yes, look at that. I hate my shadow being in the shot, but I'll allow it this time for victory reasons. Alrighty, alrighty. Let's get to work, clean this crevice out, and get out of Dodge. I'm getting knocked up, but that is a big win to me, not even considering the amount of gold that's in my pocket. Yes! Alrighty, I am getting super knocked up, so I'm going to saddle up Dollar and we will begin to make the journey home. I did have this brilliant idea in my sleep, as I thought I'll just bring a tarp down and I'll just tarp up my pelican pick and the yabby pump and the jimmy bar. I don't really need to trek them in every single time, so that's it, Dollar. We're getting out of here soon. Reluctantly again, because it has been awesome for gold. But I'm gonna tarp me stuff up and be impressed if anyone ever found it. I'm miles away from civilization and people having a ball. Anyway, we'll saddle up and we'll get out of here. Come What an absolute cracker of a day on the gold, and it was a good day. What can I say? I like the look of that, and I'm gonna just keep on wallowing in my own glory, I think, as we weigh up here to 4.33. Wow. Fair income. I really am just... You never know, I might get that bit of jewellery myself yet. I think the colour just speaks for itself at the moment. What a wonderful land we live in.